Hi there. Real quick before we jump into the episode. If you enjoy this episode, or any of the other episodes, be sure to give us a follow or subscribe. It would also be great if you shared it with a friend, or better yet, left a review so others can know how awesome it is. Thanks so much. And now, the episode.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome to the Press Start Leadership Podcast, the podcast about game-changing leadership, teaching you how to get the most out of your product and development team and become the leader you were meant to be. Leadership coaching and training for the international game industry professional. Now, let me introduce you to your host, the man, the myth, the legend, Christopher Mifsud.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome back to another awesome edition of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. On this week's episode, we're discussing what to do when things aren't okay. When things aren't okay, what to do when an employee has personal issues. In my recent post, 5 important reasons leaders need to be likable, I discussed how important it is to get somewhat personal and share common parts of our lives with our employees. I always suggest that you start your one-on-ones by asking how your employees are doing. Oftentimes the response is, okay, or I'm great. But what if it isn't? Sometimes work requires us to talk about more than just work and hobbies, because our lives are more than work and hobbies. Sometimes life is sickness, loss, and disappointment. Sometimes your employees have been involved in an accident, has a sick family member, or faces financial troubles. And sometimes things just aren't okay. Leading is easy when it's easy, but it's a lot harder when life gets rough. So what do you do when your employee is struggling? You can't always solve their problems, and most of the time you can't. But you can always be empathetic. Hear your employees out and do your best to connect with them. Ask how you can help. Be supportive and give them time off if needed. The pandemic has shown us just how hard things can get. You and the people you work with have likely lost a sense of stability, time you can't get back, and even people you love. As leaders, we need to acknowledge that we're human and shouldn't keep on grinding through tragedy for work's sake. Encourage your employees to take time off to heal and to take personal days when needed. They may also need to hear again that they won't lose their job if they take paid time off. When people are going through hard times, they won't be in the best of mood or the most productive, so it's best to let them take the time they need. In addition to offering time off, you can also talk to your HR department. Sometimes they can help financially by making a donation in the company's name or offer mental health benefits. If warranted, you can also review their pay if money is an issue. There's a lot you could do to help, but know your limits. You're not a therapist, so use healthy boundaries and direct them to the resources that exist. Follow up with your employees after a leave to make sure they're doing better. After a difficult conversation, ask how they're doing before diving back into work mode. Has their injury healed? Is their family member feeling better? Did their raise bring them some relief? For serious matters like this, have the conversation face-to-face if possible. I like to check in on the morning walkarounds. If you're unable to meet in person, Skype is a good alternative, or even a messenger chat. I avoid emails for this because many people feel uncomfortable having their personal details written in a form that's monitored by the company. The best leaders have a high EQ. The worst leaders are only concerned about when you're coming back or how much money they're losing when you're gone. You'll get a lot further with kindness, as it shows you care and brings a personal touch to your leadership. People who feel cared about are happier and more productive. They also care more about what they do, which helps everyone in the long run. Want to learn more about leading? Join my Lead Like a Hero Leadership Mastermind, or sign up for my email newsletter and get my free ebook, 5 Heroic Leadership Skills. That's this week's episode of Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, thanks for being awesome. Give us a follow, a like, a share, and even a review if you feel like it. We'd really appreciate it. Cheers. If you haven't downloaded my free ebook, 5 Heroic Leadership Skills, click on the link in the description. Tune in next week for your next episode of Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thank you. Hey there, press starters. Conversations with Christopher is coming back, and we need you. If you're a veteran leader in the video game industry and have years of experience and wisdom to share, we want to hear from you. Share your insights and knowledge on topics such as team management, project leadership, industry trends, and more. Your unique perspective can be a valuable resource for aspiring leaders and those new to the industry. If you're a new leader in the video game industry, we want to hear from you too. Share your experiences as you navigate your way through a new role, the challenges you faced, and the successes you've achieved. Your insights can provide inspiration and guidance to others who are just starting their leadership journey. And if you're an aspiring leader looking for advice, this is the perfect opportunity for you to ask questions to an industry expert. Whether you're looking for advice on how to get started in the industry, how to advance your career, or how to overcome obstacles, this is your chance to get answers from someone who has been there. So, if you're interested in being a part of the conversation, reach out to Christopher, that's me, at Christopher@PressStartLeadership.com. Let us know a little bit about yourself and what you'd like to talk about, and we'll be in touch to schedule a time for the conversation. In addition to sharing your leadership insights and experiences, we want to offer you the opportunity to promote your company, book, open positions, or anything else you'd like to share with our thousands of listeners. This is a chance to showcase your brand and let people know what you and your company are all about. So, whether you're promoting a new game release, a job opening at your studio, or your latest book, this is your chance to get the word out to a wide audience of video game industry professionals and enthusiasts. We believe that conversations with industry leaders are an important way to help others learn and grow, and we're excited to offer this platform to you. So don't miss out on this opportunity to share your wisdom, promote your brand, and connect with others in the video game industry. That's right. Email me, Christopher, at Christopher@PressStartLeadership.com to schedule a conversation today. We can't wait to hear from you.